truck, you shouldn't. You're just being a little bitch. You're just being a little snitch. You shouldn't be putting his truck number on YouTube. You shouldn't out that driver. That's just going too damn far. I read all the comments. Vast majority were in agreement with me, but there's quite a few of you who, in my opinion, have this just a little bit backwards. Let's talk about it. Guys, Eric here, Driveline, world's okay, steering wheel holder. Just finished a video for channel members, so I figured I'd go ahead and get this one up, which, by the way, if you're not yet a channel member, please consider doing so. It's $1.99. My videos will all go up usually 10 to 24 hours early for members. You got live streams for members. I'm doing a special exclusive rate tracking spreadsheet that I'll be sharing throughout the fall, winter, and spring, and just some member only content that I'll be doing. So all live streams will be just for members, and it's a way for me to really focus on my most, the biggest supporters of the channel. So I built it on August 1st. I didn't expect there to be members. I wasn't even ready to go with it, but there's already members. So thank those of you, very much appreciate those of you who have subscribed who have become members of the channel. You can click the join button or the link in the description down below. I'll put it in the comments as well. Going to be putting a lot of focus on that and talking about some personal stuff, my plans moving forward, kind of my exit strategy, if you will. I'll be going in the members only section, so be sure and check that out. Anyway, I've been wanting to do this video for ever since that damn short. A lot of you may remember the short that I put up a couple weeks ago where I caught a prime driver who was parked right next to me. Parked horribly, by the way, but whatever, I can forgive that. At a rest area, and I watched this dude open his passenger side window, dump his soup out, which, fine, soup, not pissed about that, but then also threw out the plastic fork. And then after that, he rolls the window up, goes inside, I'm guessing does his dishes or whatever, because it was a glass bowl. But then 5 or so minutes later, window comes down and a little bag, a grocery, like a Walmart bag full of trash comes out the window on the parking lot. So yeah, I outed him. And not only did I out him, I put his truck number, I said his truck number in the video. And again, like I said, the vast majority of the comments were agreeing with me, but there were quite a few comments, I'd say quite a few, maybe 10 or 15, that were coming after me. Maybe it's because I used the word snitch in the title, but there were quite a few comments coming after me for outing him and putting his truck number on YouTube. First of all, what do you guys think BOnEheAD TRuCkERs is? Arguably one of the biggest trucking related channels on YouTube, does nothing but out idiot truck drivers, boneheads. That prime driver was a bonehead. BOnEheAD TRuCkERs, that's all that channel does, is out idiot drivers. Again, maybe it was my mistake putting snitch in a title, because that just has such a negative aura to it to say the word snitch. I mean, you will never ever catch me calling prime to say that there's a trailer without a lock on it. Like, I'm sorry, never gonna do that. That is just stupid. And I know that there's a couple prime drivers, one who on a Friday safety meeting live broadcast said, Oh, if you're wondering who called and said that you didn't have a lock on your trailer, it was probably me, and I'll continue snitching people for not having. Yeah, you're a real piece of work there, buddy. I ain't snitching people off for stupid shit. But on occasions like throwing trash out, and there were a couple comments that says this has no effect on you, no impact. Bullshit. It absolutely has effect on me. In fact, if you recall, I had a video, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago about state trooper basically knocking on everybody's doors at this way station, waking everybody up, telling everybody they can't park there. He went off on me about the trash that drivers leave all over the way station. That's why in PA they're really cutting down on where they let you park in these way stations, because they don't have the manpower to clean up all the trash that bonehead truck drivers are just throwing out the window. So yes, it does impact me because it's limiting the places that you and I have to park. It's why a lot of Walmarts don't let us park anymore overnight. It's why a lot of places don't let us park anymore overnight. It does impact me. Don't leave a comment saying, well, let him do his thing. Don't put his truck number on there. It doesn't impact you. Yes, it does. It definitely does. And it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing to our profession. That impacts me. I can't stand it when we get viewed as a profession that is just trashy, garbage, unhealthy, doesn't give a shit about anything. Like, I like to have some pride in my profession. And if you're going to do stupid shit that gives our profession a bad name, that impacts me. And if you're going to do stupid shit that takes away parking from us, that impacts me. So yes, it does impact me. And if I ever see someone else throw a bag of trash out their window, I'm going to out them too. I don't care what some of you think about whether or not it's okay to put people's truck numbers. I've done it in other videos too. In fact, I did it a few weeks before that when a guy pulled into a rest area right next to me while I was making a video, and no more than probably 30 yards from the bathroom, gets out in broad daylight and goes back and pisses by his drives, and all his piss is running underneath my truck. And I outed his truck, and I turned my camera around and put his carrier and truck number as he was pulling off. 30 yards from the damn restroom. Use a bottle, for F's sake. Oh man, what does Bonehead Trucker say? Shame on the mess. And by the way, that rest area, someone said there was probably a trash can nearby. There was a trash can right behind his truck, because I got out when I brushed my teeth and went and threw my trash away. It was right behind both of our trailers. Like, there was a road behind us and the trash can was on the other side of that it was like a little road, and then the bathrooms were behind the trash can. So he just didn't want to put flip-flops or shoes on and actually have to get out of his truck, which you would need to get out of your truck to do a walk around, and he didn't do that either. So he didn't get out and check it. He didn't even do a walk around he just didn't want to get out of his truck for anything. Laziness. Not only laziness, but you're just a garbage person. You're a garbage person. And I'm sorry, but you don't get a pass. Here's the thing. If you ever see one of my trucks with the DL logo on the side throw trash out, please tell me about it. Tell my carrier about it. If you have a YouTube channel, hold us accountable. We need to hold each other accountable when it's things that impact each other. Oh man, I'm just the fact that there were maybe 15% of the people who commented on that video who thought that guy shouldn't be outed for throwing garbage out of his window onto a rest area parking lot in front of a trash can is why this stuff is becoming so prevalent in our industry. Because a lot of people just, well, you know, that's trucking. That's just the way it is. That's what happens. That's the way it works. No. Do not tolerate that shit. Do not tolerate that shit. So, no, I will not stand down. I will not take the video down. I will not out a truck number if I see that again. If I see it again, I'm going to out the truck number. I would rather catch it actually happening on video. I was in the sleeper, sitting up getting my coffee ready or something. I don't remember what I was doing, but when I saw him do it, and it just wasn't, I wasn't able to catch the video in time. I wasn't able to video it. But if I had, I would have put that on YouTube too. And then there are some saying, oh, well, you know, you're probably just making that up. Why would I make that up? You guys know I have like 600 videos. And in those, I've made it very clear over the years that I do not, there's very little that'll get me to speak ill of a fellow Prime driver. Very little. Like, it just kind of goes against my principle. I don't like to talk ill of a fellow Prime driver. Whether they're doing well or not doing well, or doing good or doing bad, I don't name other Prime YouTubers, even if I strongly disagree with them or think they're doing stupid stuff on YouTube. I try not to do it. Why would I just make this up? Why would I just make up and put a guy's truck number on YouTube if I didn't actually see him throw trash out the window? It's so stupid and absurd to accuse me of that. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, we're talking about a guy's career. I'm not going to just make something up and potentially damage somebody's career if they didn't actually do it. Trust me, I watched him throw his fork out when he dumped his soup and then throw his garbage out. And yes, that is deserving of having your truck number put on YouTube. Just like all the stupid shit that gets put on Bonehead Truckers. I don't know why this was... Some comments acted like I was like committing some unforgivable sin by outing this guy for throwing garbage out of his window, when there's entire channels dedicated to outing Bonehead Truckers. Sorry, that guy was a bonehead. Deserves to be outed. The guy who pissed all over the parking lot, which ran underneath my tires, is a bonehead. Deserves to be outed. So yeah, I'm not going to take the video down. I'm not going to correct it. I'm not going to say I'm sorry. And if I see it again, I'll do the same thing again. Don't throw trash out of your truck onto a parking lot or onto a shoulder or into a ditch or anywhere. Not piss bottles, no trash. Anything that's biodegradable, fine. Even like banana peel, sunflower shells, like none of that stuff bothers me. That's all gonna wither away. You know, it's not, I don't see that as littering. A bag, plastic bag, and a plastic fork full of trash, that is littering. That's why I almost, in fact, here's the thing, I did actually get ticketed. You guys remember that video about PA? When I did a 30-minute break at a way station, and a trooper came, was waking everybody up, citing everybody. Well, he made it appear as though he wasn't going to cite me. But I think he was trying to avoid a confrontation, which I wasn't being confrontational. I was being very pleasant about it. But no, he actually did cite me, and I learned that a couple weeks later when Prime called me and was like, hey, you know, we got this, you got a parking ticket. It's not going to affect your record or anything, but how do you want to proceed with this? Do you want to fight it? Do you want to pay it? Do you want to go on your settlement? How do you want to deal with it? I'm like, I'll just pay it. It was like $100 or something like that. But the whole reason that you can't park at that way station anymore is because of garbage, trash. So yeah, it does affect me. It does impact me. And I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change that video. It is what it is. Throw trash out. You run the risk of getting outed on YouTube. End of story. Be safe. good decisions, especially about your trash. And as always, drive, thrive. Talk to y'all soon.